Hey, what's going on, guys? Porcelain Procrastinator here, also known as Multi, and today I'm going to be giving you guys something kind of different. It's going to be a discussion video about the new Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. Now, I am going to be playing this on YouTube, so you guys can actually have a visual, but I will be pausing it every here and there so I can discuss a few things. Um, I've had something. Tried to record this 3 times. I'm sorry if I'm a bit absent-minded. Um, let's just get right into it. I love the Mass Effect series, and this just sort of blew me away with how good it looks. There's obviously a few issues I have. Go away thing. Turn that down just a bit. I think this B-roll of actual space footage looks great. That looks just beautiful. I'm actually going to pause it right here real quick. That is a freaking mass relay. That's either one, an homage to the original Mass Effect trilogy, or two, the Protheans were a lot more expansive than we thought. Because this is obviously in the Andromeda Galaxy, as you'll soon be able to see whenever the Tempest comes in. But if that's an actual freaking mass relay, that is great. Because that means that the Protheans have been here before us. And that, well, it's not exactly great, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting that the Protheans would be in the Andromeda Galaxy before anybody else. I know they were there before everyone else, but still, shush, no questions. I think that's just great. If that is actually what happens, if that's not just an homage to freaking original trilogy. But let's continue. I just think it's really cool because all the original Mass Relays got destroyed in Mass Effect 3. I love that ship. That looks just beautiful. I can't wait to explore it. I don't like this little behind the scenes stuff that they do. I'm not quite a big fan of that. I do like how it looks like it's going to be an open galaxy sort of thing. I'm worried about what it'll do to the story, but I am very excited about how it's going to be most likely open world. I'm going to pause it right about now because I want to talk about the new alien species because there has been almost nothing besides some native freaking feral beasts. We've had nothing with alien species. There's no intelligence there from what we've seen in these two trailers that we have, which is my biggest issue with it at the moment. If we are in another galaxy, there's going to be another alien race there, so, or at least semi-intelligent. Maybe not spacefaring, although I would hope it be spacefaring, but there's going to be other intelligent life forms there. Especially if you have planets like this with foliage and a giant freaking floating flying jellyfish monster. There's going to be a intelligent alien species, but we haven't seen that. And I really hope that they're not going to go with just the original aliens because I love the Turians, the Asarians, the Stellarians. Freaking, I love all of them. But we need new ones. I would love it if someone like Liara came back for maybe like a cameo because you know the Asari live very long lifespans. So someone like that I could see coming back and maybe giving like a sort of like, hey, this thing is actually connected to everything, and not just have it. Because I still want it to be a whole new cast. Obviously, we still want, to quote freaking Funhouse, we want something different, but we also want something the same. We want something new that we never expected we wanted, sort of thing. Because we want everything to stay the same, but we also want some new things. But I think it would be just very, very cash grabby, honestly, if it was just the same sort of thing in Mass Effect Andromeda as it was in the original trilogy, because then you're not expanding on anything, you're just continuing a holding pattern, pretty much. I don't know. We'll continue. Because the only thing we've seen so far is these tribal Asari. That looks like a tribal Asari, and some glimpses of some Turians and some Krogans. And I think I actually, in one of the recordings, I saw Drells. I can't remember if that's the actual species name or if that's the dude's name. I can't remember. I like how they're going to be motion capturing it. That looks nice. And I love that they're bringing the Mako back. I think that's just going to be absolutely fantastic. Because that means it's going to be open world. Well, at least the planets are going to be open world. And this is actually getting quite loud. Sorry. Yeah, right here. There's a Krogan. I don't know. But I would think that's going to be great because it's going to be an open planet at least. At least there's going to be a few opener planets. Maybe not open world, but sort of non-linear. And that can open up a whole bunch of side stories building this galaxy and this universe. That's going to be great if it's actually sort of a few planets are open world. I don't know why this is so loud. Oh, because I have it. That's why. Now, there's a scene coming up that I am going to have to pause right here. People have been saying that's the Citadel. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the Citadel. I don't want it to be the Citadel. They're like, oh, it's either the Citadel or a replica of the Citadel. Maybe it's a replica of the Citadel in ship form and smaller, because that is way too small to be the Citadel. And even if the Citadel was closed, it still wouldn't have these sort of stiff two prongs here at the front of it. I think that's going to be how they get to Andromeda, and that's going to be their sort of home base, sort of how the Quarians had the home fleet in the original trilogy. That's sort of how I'm looking at it at the moment. I think that's what they're going to be doing. I kind of hope that's going to be what they're doing and not just bringing the entire Citadel over to a new galaxy. Because from what we've seen of this so far, it looks like everyone's just sort of trying to get reorganized and rebuilt after Mass Effect 3. Like, maybe way after something has really gone down in the freaking Milky Way. But after the Reapers attacked, they're trying to rebuild an entire galaxy and they just can't do it where they're at, is what I'm assuming is going on. That's where they're actually going to Andromeda, besides just for like scientific research and stuff like that. But we don't know yet. Okay, so that's great. Let's continue. Now, this is also interesting. I'm not going to pause it here because this is pretty much the end of it. That's the only person there so far, because those things on the sides looks like there would be cryogenic bunks, and there's no one there. It's just her. Congratulations, you made it. Cough, 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 clap. But that looks like it's just her, and that's interesting from a storytelling perspective, because that would mean that you'd have essentially something like the Tempest all to yourself, which would, for that sort of character, that would drive them insane. It's sort of the Shell companion cube sort of dilemma, where if Shell doesn't have the companion cube or GLaDOS as a constant sort of, even if they're evil, is still companionship, they're going to go insane. People need that sort of communication and that sort of thing, or else they just won't be able to function properly. So if she's the only one on the ship, that's going to be really interesting for at least the starting few missions until she can get someone on that ship, because you know that they're going to be adding more and more squad members as you go along. But I think that's going to be really interesting to see how that sort of plays out. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I had to discuss. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I want to see what you guys say. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to actually read and try and get some fan theories going on real early here. But yeah, if you like this sort of thing and you want me to do more of it, make sure you tell me. If you like this, make sure you leave a like. And if you want to see more stuff like this and maybe some gameplay, just subscribe. I'll be making more stuff soon. Hopefully. I'm still sort of on my hiatus, but anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.